Hey guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Jenna, and this episode is an Ask Jenna because it has been a minute. I asked you on Twitter as well as through the community tab here on YouTube, and you guys asked a lot of really great questions, so let's get into it. First question, how many tech things do you have? I'm in the process of de-hoarding a lot of the tech things that I have. But let's just say if you haven't seen one of my last videos, I did a studio tour where I talked about all the tech I use. I also recently was trying to get rid of my tech boxes that I've saved over the years. But yes, I would say that I'm pretty tech savvy and I do love tech. When are you and I, Justine, gonna be doing the next camera camp? So we had a camera camp with Sony in September 2019, coming up on 3 years, which is kind of hard to believe. We don't have anything planned right now. It was really fun because it was an event where it was kind of like a separated event where we had one for our creator friends and then we had it open to the public where a select number of people were able to come join us. We did workshops, we did classes, we did scavenger hunts, we did things like that. It was so much fun. It was such a magical event and I really hope that, you know, we can bring it back, open it up, maybe do them all over the world. That's the goal. Where are you planning to travel next? I'm gonna be heading to the East Coast. I'm gonna be heading to San Diego. I'm gonna be heading to Atlanta. I'm gonna be heading to Idaho. And then I really wanna take like a vacation and go to Hawaii, bring back the travel vlogs. What is your favorite iPhone design Apple ever released? I really think it was the iPhone 10. I feel like the iPhone 10 was kind of like a, you know, new design, kind of stuck with it. For some reason, I love the iPhone 10. Would you ever leave LA for good, or is this the forever area for you? I love California, I love Los Angeles because you're close to the beach, you're close to the mountains, you're close to the desert. The proximity to everything is amazing. With that being said, this will not be my forever home because there's just too many people, too crowded. I love the weather, but in a heartbeat, I would move to Hawaii and live there forever. How do I handle stress? For me, I feel like when I have a million things to do, my body just kind of shuts down and I'm not able to do anything. I don't know. I really don't actually know how to handle stress. So if you guys have any recommendations on how to do that, usually I'll take a nap and just like pet my dog. What is your favorite memory from 2022 so far? It's really hard because ever since I had COVID in January, my memory really just doesn't exist. I have something that is very, very awesome that has happened to me that I haven't shared yet. So it's kind of like a personal goal and achievement that I am going to be sharing with you guys soon, so don't worry. So I feel like that's probably the highlight of 2022 so far. Did I lighten my hair? And if so, plans on going lighter now that you've seen yourself with lighter hair? We'll go back a couple pictures, a couple videos, a couple whatever. My hair was basically turning like a blonde red. I don't know if it's from the sun. I don't actually know what was happening, but my hair was like 4 or 5 different colors. I did actually end up dyeing my hair a couple weeks ago, just kind of back to my natural color. Will I ever go on another cruise? If so, where? I had the best time on the cruise and my video actually did really well and people seemed to enjoy it. So anytime anybody wants to hit me up and be like, yo, cruise, I'm like, let's go on a cruise. Alaska was absolutely gorgeous. I would love to go maybe somewhere tropical, do like a tropical cruise, you know, to like fully embrace the pool life on cruises. So maybe doing a little cruise overseas, getting into that. What's your least favorite thing about being a YouTuber? I think the obvious thing would be all the negativity that comes with it and like all of the people who are just really mean, but I unfortunately am so used to that where it doesn't really bother me anymore. So I think my least favorite thing now is how I am constantly thinking about what I should be doing and how I should be working and how I need to be working more. Now, obviously it's not the worst thing. You know, I love my job, I love making content, but just trying to find the healthy balance of when, you know, it's okay to like rest and it's okay to, you know, put yourself first. Still working on that. What's the best piece of advice anyone's ever given you? The best piece of advice I feel like when it comes to creating content would be to just do it. You know, I know a lot of people ask, you know, how do I get into making videos? How do I get into making content? Just do it. If it's something you want to do, it's something you're passionate about, try it because you really will never know what's going to happen unless you try. But for an everyday piece of advice, I would say just don't care what people think. You know, growing up, I feel like it was really hard. Middle school, high school, there's just so much pressure. But now I feel like with social media, there's a lot more pressure. But I will say the one thing about the younger generation is it seems like they are so much more accepting and it allows people to be, you know, themselves and be who you are. So be yourself. Who cares what anybody else thinks? If something makes you happy, don't let somebody else take that from you. How long did it take to get comfortable talking to the camera? It's an interesting question. You know, I've been doing social media and I've been doing YouTube for like 12 years. So definitely getting comfortable in front of the camera, you know, maybe it comes naturally or maybe it comes with time. Maybe it took me a little bit getting used to, but after that I was like, I don't really care what people think. Like if I'm gonna be talking to this camera, I'm gonna be talking to this camera. This is a bit cruel, but you can only have one, an iPhone or a dog. I will throw my iPhone in the trash if it means I can have my dog. I will miss it. I will probably not be working, but I'll have my dog. How much has your life changed during the past couple of years with the pandemic? The first, you know, 6 months of the pandemic was kind of crazy. You know, all of the brands backed out of things. You know, no one was really working. We're all at home. And I started streaming on Twitch. I was playing video games, and through that, you know, I formed such great bonds and friendships with people. I also then kind of switched from travel vlogs to tech. Switching to tech has then led to me working with some of the biggest brands, getting these amazing opportunities, and, you know, career-wise, kind of being the best my career has ever been. But also with that being said, I got COVID earlier this year in January, and since then my health has been like, I don't want to say rapidly declining, but I have been really struggling. You know, the fatigue is constant. There are days where I literally can't get out of bed, or I take 2 or 3 naps because I can't actually stay awake. You know, I've gained weight. My hair is falling out. Why am I crying? Well, I have to stop crying so I can finish my video. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why that set off like an emotional response. Okay, wow, we're back. Not really sure what happened there, but I made a joke on Twitter saying, better believe I'm putting emotional in the title. Now there's a teardrop on my t-shirt. I don't like that. All right, so those are my questions from Twitter. Let's now move to my YouTube questions from you guys in the community tab. My question is, if you could plan your dream vacation, what would it be? I would love to go to Africa and go like on a safari. That's always been something I've wanted to do. Would love to also maybe go back to Iceland. Iceland was one of my favorites. But I would say I would want to go to Africa. How can you be so funny all the time? Waiting for your 1 million subs. Love you and your video. Well, thank you. And you're just gonna have to keep waiting because it doesn't seem like 1 million subs is gonna happen. It might, yeah, just keep waiting. In your experience, what is the best way to go full-time with YouTube? Greetings from Chile. You know, when I moved out here, I actually wasn't full-time with YouTube originally. I was doing consulting with different brands, and then I just kind of went for it. You know, I'm very fortunate because while I was doing it for so long and I was doing it so early, I was able to build, you know, a really solid reputation with brands. The majority of my income comes from those brand deals. If it was just, you know, for AdSense or just for other things, like I would not be able to survive. And so that's why I'm very, very thankful. You know, I think Roberto Blake does a really great job of talking about how you can, you know, maximize your different revenue sources. So don't just bank your income on just one source, because at any time that source can go away. So, you know, work up to expanding. If you want to commit to it, then commit to it. But also with that being said, you know, it's not guaranteed and it's a lot of work. Any plans to do more old school videos like challenge videos? I was actually talking to my sister today. I was like, dude, we need to like go back. We need to do some baking. We need to do some challenge videos. Like they're so fun. They're so, like, they're just so much fun. Like we need to do that. So yes, I do plan on doing that. Are you getting an EV anytime soon? I do have the Rivian pre-ordered, but I also want to be testing out some other EVs. I have an opportunity, I think, coming up to test out possibly 2 electric vehicles, which I'm excited about. So stay tuned for that. Have any of the new offerings from Canon tempted you to switch back to Canon from Sony? Canon has incredible cameras. For me, I already have all of the Sony gear. You know, I love Sony. I built an incredible relationship with them. I have all the lenses. Everything just works together, so I have my ecosystem, but I will be Team Sony for the unforeseeable future. What level are you on 2 dots? Please hold. I am on level 2,965 at 2 dots. Oh, almost 3,000. How are you feeling? Are you like okay? No, I'm not, but that's okay. Okay, future plans and life plans. That sounds like a good thing to end on. You know, planning is actually really quite hard for me. I'm kind of just taking it day by day. Future plans, I just want to continue doing what I'm doing. Maybe, you know, get a little bit more into hosting and stuff like that. And then I'd say future, I'm retiring somewhere on the beach in Hawaii. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this video and for all of your really great questions. Be sure to subscribe because we're gonna have some more videos coming soon. And I will see you again next time on this YouTube channel, but I'm also on other social medias, so be sure to follow those as well. Bye guys.